According to Autism Speaks organization, 1 in 68 children are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. This has increased by 33% in just 2 years. This affects over 2 million individuals in the U.S. and tens of millions worldwide. Hello, I am here today to persuade you to volunteer or donate to Autism Speaks. I have become credible by doing extensive research on this organization and on autism. I will be bringing to your attention the needs that this organization helps meet. I will give a solution to meet these needs, and lastly, discuss the outcome that may happen if the solution is not met. The first need I will be talking about is early diagnosis. According to Rebecca Landa, PhD, Director of the Center for Autism and Related Disorders, the earlier in life that ASD can be identified and treated, the better. That's because the younger we are, the more adaptable our brains are. In the case of autism, it's believed that intensive therapy early on may encourage the young brain to reroute itself around faulty neural ways. According to autism, the economic consequences of ASD among children, costs of lifelong can be reduced by 2/3 with early diagnosis interventions. Just for education toward autism, it is $8,600 a year. To decrease it by 2/3 would be amazing. The next need I will be talking about is research. The Autism Society states there is no known single cause for autism. Researchers have found over hundreds of risk genes, but these are combinations between the genes with environmental factors. Scientists are still not positive on any cause of autism, which is needed in order to prevent it. In total, 2012 National Institutional Health Fund's allocations had a budget of $30.86 billion. Of this, only $169 million went directly to autism research, which might sound like a lot, but in reality, this only represents 0.55% of total NHI funds. That is less than 1%. The next thing I will be talking to you about is treatment. According to Dr. Mandel, the fights to make high-quality services available for individuals with autism has often been a debate about how expensive these services are. With donations and volunteers, parents can obtain help to cover the cost in order for the children to get the treatment that is needed. Not wanted, but needed. According to the 2011 National Health Interview Survey, school-based special education services average of $8,610 per year. Next came an additional $3,020 in annual medical costs per child with autism. This is a yearly funding that they are having to come out and make sure to pay. If you look at the paper that I've provided to you, according to IAN's data, May 20, 2009, the average annual out-of-pocket treatment cost per child by ASD diagnosis, autism had the highest ranking of $6,125 coming out of their parents' pockets. So what is the solution? Well, in order to advance the fight against autism, we must come together to bring awareness to others of this disease and motivate them to get involved and make a change. We must get others to donate time, effort, and financial assistance to help individuals suffering with autism. By getting people to volunteer for their time, helping those with autism, and their effort will help bring awareness of the special needs of those suffering with autism. And by donating money, it will fund research into the early diagnosis and treatment of autism. So what's the plan of action? If you feel called, go to autismspeaks.org. Next, you can choose to find a walk near you, which provides donations to your local community. You can donate at the link provided, or you can click the option to get involved and find more information on ways to become a partner, to fundraise, or to join organizations. If families can be informed on autism and children can be diagnosed as soon as possible, thousands can be saved from the struggles financially placed on them each year. Through continued donations, research can be funded, bringing us closer to a cure, and one day banishing this disease that financially and emotionally burdens millions of families all over the world. But if we choose not to take action, imagine how many children yearly will be affected by ASD. In 2 years, 33% increase, only going higher. Billions of dollars, with thousands of families unable to afford care for their child that was diagnosed later in life. Today we talked about the early diagnosis and why it is important, the need for research, and why treatment and a possible cure is necessary. I have stated statistics and facts in order to persuade you to donate to Autism Speaks Foundation. Make a difference. Go to autismspeaks.org today and change a life.